Hello, my dear viewers. Today, our topic is GDP. You know that GDP is the measurement of the nation's income. So, let's move forward to learn about it. Why an economy's total income equals to its total expenditure. Then we will learn how gross domestic product or GDP is defined and calculated. Breakdown of GDP into its four major components. Distinguish between real and nominal GDP and see if GDP measures economic well-being. Macroeconomics. Macroeconomics is the study of the economy as a whole. Uh, that its goal is to explain the economy's changes that affect many households, firms, and markets at once. Microeconomics is the study of how individual households and firms make decisions and how they interact with one another in the market. Understanding the economy. Identify the important areas such as total output and income, the average of prices, and resource employment. Measure the important areas using real gross domestic product, consumer price index, and monthly unemployment rate. Two methods of computing an economy's income. First one, expenditure approach. Sum the total expenditures by households from the top portion to the circular flow, top portion of the circular flow. Then the second method is resource cost or income approach. Sum the total wages and profit paid by firms for resources from the bottom portion of the circular flow. The economy's income and expenditure. When judging whether the economy is doing well or poorly, it is natural to look at the total income that everyone in the economy is earning. For an economy as a whole, income must equal expenditure. The forces of supply and demand determine the market equilibrium, price and quantity that is produced and exchanged. Overview. Why an economy's total income equals to its total expenditure. How gross domestic product GDP is defined and calculated. So we have learned about it. And okay, now the economy's income and expenditure. A measure of the income and expenditure of an economy is gross domestic product. Gross domestic product measures an economy's total expenditure on newly produced goods and services and the total income earned from the production of these goods and services. Okay, now the full definition of the gross domestic product. The total market value of all final goods and services produced during a given period of time within a country, region, or province. Important features of GDP. Output is valued at market determined prices. Output is measured in dollar terms. GDP records only the output of final goods. We want to count production only once. Presents the amount of money on one would need to purchase a year's worth of the economy's production of all final goods. So, what is and what is not counted in GDP? GDP includes all items of produced in the economy and sold legally in markets. GDP does not include items produced and consumed at home that never enter the marketplace. It does not include items produced and sold uh, illicitly, and that means illegally, that is illegal drugs. Now the gross national product, GNP, the total market value of all final goods and services produced during a given period of time by the nation's residents, regardless of the place produced. Okay, now we will learn the three other measures of income. Number one, net national product, NNP, total income of residents of a nation after subtracting capital consumption allowances. Number two, personal income, the income that households and non-corporate businesses received. And disposable personal income, the income that households and non-corporate businesses have left after taxes. Now the four components of GDP. Number one, consumption is the spending by households on goods and services, such as buying cloth, food, etc. Event investment is I, that investment is the purchases of capital equipment and structures such as factory, houses, etc. Government purchases, it includes spending on goods and services by local, provincial, or federal government, such as building roads, police stations, etc. Does not include transfer payments because it is not made in exchange for currently produced goods or services. Net export, export minus import, is equal to net export. Okay, all right. So now that's the end of our GDP basic knowledge. So I hope that it will help you all to understand the GDP calculations and GDP measurements. Thank you.